This is Roatan. We also have Popanrinas, the archaeological site. Okay, and this is the site where it's considered, listen to this, the World Heritage Site, and it has close to 2,000 years of history, and it has the largest book made of stone of the world. The history of the Mayas is in this stairway.
They have like the biggest temples there.
Yes, and according to history, the greatest development of science and math it happened here, Popanrinas. So that's why it's really fun. You guys know the Mayas were the ones that added the zero to the world, right? They invented the zero.
Really?
Yes. And that's why math had a great improvement because of that. And also the calendar that we use so far, it's very similar, 90% similar to the Mayan calendar.
Oh, did you hear about the thing where the Mayans predicted that the world was
Yeah, the thing, people misunderstood that because according to the Mayan calendar, 2012 was the end of it. The problem is that the size of the stone just gave them enough space to put the dates until 2012. But it didn't mean that was the end of the world. Because the people around the world try to use that as the Mayans thought that 2012 was the end of the world. But it was just like they just need a bigger stone. Okay, but yes.
How long would, if they had a bigger stone, how long do you think they would go? They just keep going?
Yeah. But it was pretty accurate, to be honest. And then we have Utila Islands. Utila Islands is a great place. Just to let you guys know, here's where I got engaged. I proposed to my wife here. It's a beautiful place.
On that dock?
Yeah. It's a beautiful place. And listen to this. It's one of the few places in the world where you can actually encounter yourself while diving with shark whales. It's amazing.
Whale?
Shark whale. That's a shark that is huge. So it has characteristics of a whale, so they're known as shark whales. They don't have teeth. They actually suck the water like whales. And it's huge. It's huge. And listen to this. If you ever want to get certified to dive, scuba dive, just go there. For $300, you get your certification, hotels, and food for 5 days.
Dang.
For $300. It's one of the cheapest places in the world. And because the English is so common, most of the islands, they just speak English. Okay, it's English communication. So do you have visitors? We have visitors from all over the world. We also have a national park. We have several national parks. Honduras is a very tropical, it's basically a forest and we have a lot of animals. And we have a national park, La Tigra, behind my hometown, La Ceiba. We have Pico Bonito, which is beauty park. And we have a lot of animals. For example, this one, it's an ocelot. Okay, it looks like a rat, but it's a lot bigger. And we have a lot of mammals, monkeys, pumas, and it's amazing. We even have manatees. Okay, it's an amazing place to visit. If you guys are into nature, a lot of scientists go there because they have discovered a lot of animals that are endemic. That means they're only found there. For example, in one of our islands, they discovered a pink snake. Yes. And it's not poisonous. So people, and I'll show you guys, it's in Cayos Cochinos, also known as Uncle Cave. And it's just a pink snake. People just go there, and they're everywhere. So people just grab them, take a picture with it. It's a pink snake.
It won't bite you?
No.
Then I'm gonna pick it up.
And then we have the Yohoa Lake. The Yohoa Lake is between two of the most biggest cities that we have. And it's amazing because since I told you guys we have a lot of mountains, this lake is between a lot of mountains. So you're actually in a boat and you guys are moving around and 360 degrees, we're surrounded by mountains. So it's a lake and you guys can see the mountains here. And it's amazing. It's an amazing place. Then we have Punta Sal, also known as Janet Powers. Okay, it's a beautiful wilderness area. And it's great. There's a lot of coral reefs in that area also. This is Cayos Cochinos, what I told you guys. There's a marine biological reserve there, okay? And to get there, you actually need a permission. So in La Ceiba, if you guys ever get together, you guys need to go to the office. Okay, we want to go to Cayos Cochinos. They put your names and then they give you a boat, and you have to go in the morning and come back the same day. You cannot stay there because it's a biological research center. Why? Remember that we have the largest coral reef area, and people just go there. What will happen? contamination will increase, and the coral reef will start dying. So you guys can see there. In some cases, people can actually walk from one cave to the other one. Between some of them. And because of the banana export that we were exporting, Honduras has the second largest botanical garden of the world. Because there were so many agricultural activities going on, and some U.S. factories were the owners of this company, they just had labs there. And they were bringing plants from all over the world, planting them there to see if they will resist. Because the land is so fertile that they were thinking, okay, maybe we can get some other fruits, grow them there, and then export it. It's a lot cheaper than produce them in Africa, for example, and export them from Africa. So they created the second largest botanical garden of the world. And this, for example, the picture here is a tunnel of bamboos. They just have a tunnel like 300 meters of bamboo, huge and covered, and creates a tunnel. It's a beautiful thing. There have been weddings there, parties there. It's a beautiful place to go.
Come on, backyard looks like.
Now, listen to this. The guys that created this lab, the wife died there, and she died poisoned. Why? They brought up fruit from Africa. That if this fruit is not ripped, I think that's the right term, ripped, it's not ready to be eaten, it's highly poisonous. But when it's ripped, like really good, it's ripe. When it's really ripe, it's one of the most delicious fruits of the world. The thing is, she tried the fruit before it was completely ripe. So she died poisoned. Yes. The name of the fruit?
It was like the white fruit with like a big black seed.
No, it's like a small apple.
Oh, is it green?
They call it in Honduras manzanita. It looks like an apple. Actually, the fruit that they have there, it's fenced. So people can get there because the tree is still there.
Have you tried it?
No. No, I'm not gonna try it even if they're telling that it's completely ripe, because you know what are the chances? You don't want to get like, what if it's not ripe completely and you get poisoned? Okay, and this is the Biosphere Reserve of Rio Plata. If you guys look at this, and you guys have seen movies like Anaconda, it's almost the same thing. It's like a small Amazon. Okay, you guys can see it's beautiful. It's purely virgin forest, okay? And something interesting about it, and National Geographic have done some research there, is that the city Monkey God City is located there. The thing is, there's some mysteries behind it. Like any scientist that have tried to get there and gets out, that person usually gets really, really sick and can't go back again. Okay, so there's like a mystery, and the thing is, since this is such a dense virgin tropical rainforest, there are a lot of insects. So they get bitten by insects and they get sick. Okay, and the problem is getting out of that forest requires a lot of days. So they're getting sick, trying to get out of the forest where there's only wild, so they get really sick. And my hometown, La Ceiba. So La Ceiba, listen to this ceiba, it's a giant tree. And when they located the city, the first person that lived there, they just said, where are you from? I'm from La Ceiba, by La Ceiba. Because they used to live by that huge tree. And it was surrounded by huge trees. Do you guys know what's a sequoia?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, La Ceibas, our trees are pretty similar to a sequoia. Okay? So we have a lot of those trees here, just a complex, hotel complex. Okay, there's a lot of tourism. There's a lot of direct flights from Canada, from the US, from Cayman Islands, people that just go there and spend Christmas because it gets so cold in this area. Okay?